today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Scott on 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms. I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they have put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Here's Hill on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
In motion, Hill. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And Wilson with it, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Tua to throw again. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Touchdown, Dolphins! Chase Edmonds from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Scott, he finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy that can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They're going to try and throw.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Off the bootleg, Scott.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Scott. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Again to Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Edmonds. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
10 cycles.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Scott. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Inside handoff, Henry. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Scott. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Scott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw. Scott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? We could do it here in football, partner.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg. Scott out to his left.
And this one too low.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Scott.
Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Hey, man.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Room here to run.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun, Scott. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets this one to Johnson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 8. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Scott.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready?
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. There's a nice move, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here we go, set.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Scott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. Scott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point? And that's caught inside the 35. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
Cool, I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like signing. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going down the cone. They got the hand dollar when you give a dog a bone. I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mom and daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mom and daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mom and daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
that now are better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans.
Randy Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They start the drive with Cook. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to run now. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 32-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Cousins. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that little partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. 7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is third and goal.
Cook.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Running for it. Here's Cook. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels...
And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, Cook.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Play action now, Cousins.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Cousins now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 69 yards.
Titans have moved out in front.
Extra point, and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 5. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, you've got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings have regained the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is now 2.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they do it.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Go.
Inside handoff, Henry. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
on 2nd and 9. Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jeff Swain, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cousins on 1st down. It's complete to Cook. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. Across the formation, Burks has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Henry. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point and good by Bullock. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Off play action, Tannehill. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad's